This is going to be round 2 of this beautiful 2023 Indian Pursuit. This one's already been here. If you don't remember, this was our 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 speaker build, dual amp, dual battery setup, and then the customer came back because, as we said, they always want more. Bike is torn apart still because I wanted to give you the walk around of this bike. Originally this bike came in, we did a 10 speaker build, so we did fairing, lowers, lids, and tour pack, all OEM sizes minus the lowers. We did our 6.5 inch lowers, 6.5 in the fairing, 6.5 inch lower, 6.5 inch OEM lids, 5 1/4 in the tour pack. Then we sealed and ported the bags for 10s, added a 2500 one in the tour pack, 800.4 in the fairing, Arc Audio PSM Pro in the fairing, Doobie's bass knob, CMB 10s in the bag, sealed and ported. Sounded amazing, but the customer wanted a little bit more, so he gave us a call. We got his 8-inch lids installed on there. Sounds amazing. Just customers want more. So to show you the bike, and I also want to touch base on something that we are realizing, and now we are making we're making aware of this so we don't happen again. Like I said, this bike is all torn apart. I wanted to show you all before we go putting it on. First 704 or 804 right there. 800.4 EVOPS, that one's bridged. This one does fairing, lowers, and tour pack. PSM Pro, distribution right here, feeding the 2 amps and the grounds. And then we also have the power and ground for the rear battery back there. Everything's underneath the tail. We already did this whole breakdown on this, but 2 lithium batteries, one there, other one's in the OEM spot, 2500.1. Fuses back there for this battery. He wanted a Davidson Audio shirt, so he's got one in there now. Davidson Audio 8-inch lids with the Hertz Audio 200Ls, and then the bags are sealed and ported. What I wanted to talk about here, this is the second time, which this bike came before the second bike that we realized it on. But when we went and did the sealing and the topper and the braces and everything, this bag wasn't squared like it should have been. It was actually stretched front and rear by almost a 1/2 inch. So the OEM lids fit fine. But the problem was when we went to close our lids, they wouldn't close, they just shut because the bag was stretched too far. So we ended up having to talk to the customer. He left us the bike because we cut the whole fiberglass out, put the new topper in there and fixed it and everything. So I just want to be transparent with you all that, you know, things do happen, accidents do happen, so we just like to be transparent with you all. So we are aware of that now. Just want to let you guys know that. So if you end up doing these bags, just be very, very cautious of that. You want to take measurements of them before and after and off of a stock bike just to make sure that they aren't stretched, what those measurements should be. And then, you know, go ahead with sealing and porting them and everything. Cannot forget Doobie's Customs right there, bass knob. Bike sounds phenomenal. So let's get the fairing put back on and get it all closed up, get it outside, let y'all listen to it, and then we're loading it up in the trailer, taking it to the customer. No, we do not do bike pickups or deliveries, but in this situation, it's a certain circumstance, so we just told the customer that we would. So let's let you listen to it now. Before we go doing our audio demo, 23 Indian Pursuit, all put back together. So let's go over, I mean, we've already discussed everything, but I always like to just, the bike's together. So let's take a walk around the bike. So as you can see, everything's put together as the outer appearance is. Besides, you know, fat tire, side pipe, a couple of accessories. Looks stock. But Davidson Audio 6.5 inch lower speaker pods, Doobie's custom bass knob. Yes, we are going to get our customer a new bolt for that. CMs with the tweeter separate right there, Davidson Audio tweeter bridge. Cicada Audio CH 6.5s. Hertz Audio, Hertz 200Ls, mid-bass speakers, sealed and ported Davidson Audio style right there. Davidson Audio lids obviously closed nice and good. CXX 5 1/4 from Cicada Audio there. In the bag, CMB 10s. Custom 3D printed ports. We put mesh on his because he didn't want the lizards getting in there. The list goes on and on and on. Sounds amazing, looks amazing. So we're gonna give you a couple of songs before we put it in the trailer. No, again, I wanna preface, we do not pick up and deliver bikes. This is a very unique situation. As I said in the past, a little bit ago, 100% transparency. We didn't realize how much these Indian bags can flex. And when we sealed and ported these the first time, it got stretched about a 1/2 inch. So when it came up for an easy install, we had to cut the entire sealing out, the topper, cut that out, cut the port out, all of that stuff, redid everything, put it back in there, checked clearance, got everything back where it should be. Now the lids double click and close perfectly, look amazing, fit perfectly. So let's give you all an audio demo, get the bike in there, and then we're dropping this off tomorrow, and we'll let you know what the customer thinks.
Not by power, not by power, not by power, not by power. Holy Spirit, by your spirit, spirit with me. What you gonna do? Oh my God, come through. My squad go through, then we all go through. Say we gon' fall, but they can't come true. Put our faith in the one, make the rain come through. I was broken gracefully until he elevated me. Took the wheel from A to Z. He doing things I can't do. I just dropped hot coals on the head of hat. I need a verse, not a megadeth. Feeling like Daniel Cormier in a lion's den. Had to go down Simba, put the backwoods like they called down timber. Had a hater tell me that the tribe not the best. Man, that's feeling like a stretch, and you not that limbo. I need a weapon of praise.
A wrap. Let's see what the customer thinks of this install tomorrow. So let's get it loaded up and get it down to South Florida, baby. All right, we're here with our customer, Mr. Gaines, yet again. As we already told you, he brought it up. What turned into a simple, hey, we're just gonna put the 8-inch lids on there, turned into a little bit more. And like I've told you and him before, it's part of the learning process. We learned that the Indian bags don't hold in shape as well as the other ones. So he's the second customer. Well, actually, you were the first one that we did, but we found out after yours. So we now have a plan. We've got it down packed, and it also helps with the fiberglass in the bags. Also helps our 8-inch lids close that much more secure and effortlessly. So it's a learning lesson, but guess what? We take care of our customers. And like I've told you before, no, we do not pick up and deliver bikes. This is an extenuating circumstance. And it just happened now instead of what, a 3-hour trip for you? It was what, half hour now?
3 hour one way, yeah.
But now it's what, half hour? 15
minutes.
Worked
15
out.
minutes.
So we're dropping one off to pick up another. But we'll see what his thoughts are on this system, and he's going to get out of here because he's been working a lot.
Yeah. But everything sounds wonderful, better. You know, lot louder, lot more bass and everything, and just happy with it. You know, I liked it before, but I love it more now. You know, you did a wonderful job, and I appreciate it. You know, thank you, Brandon.
Mr. Gaines, as always, we appreciate our customers. So if you're in the market for the best aftermarket audio system for your Indian, Harley, Victory, motorcycle period, make sure you come check us out in beautiful Panama City, Florida. We'd be honored to help you. God bless all of you. Have a great day.